Hi guys, welcome. I'm kidding. Imagine if I started like that, I would kill myself.
Hey, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Cry like a baby, speak up, don't leave me waiting. Got way too drunk up, called you up in the middle of the night. Will it Then I will. It's really emotional.
What song is that?
Oh my god, you don't know Vodka Cranberry?
Oh, Conan Gray?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We were just talking about Conan Gray.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't play the song. It'd get copyrighted.
I don't care. I don't think Conan Gray cares about your little channel. It really is. Yes, YouTube's gonna do it, but like, you know.
I really hope one day he copyrights copy strikes this video. That's the goal for Conan Gated.
365 days of uploading a Conan Gray song until he copyright strikes me personally.
Hello. This is hello. This is hello to
Re-record that.
Okay. He does not want his name. Okay. I'm gonna say your name and it's gonna be censored and no one's ever gonna know your name.
Great.
Okay, so live streams. But I'm not gonna plug it, you just gotta find it.
No, you have to use my stage name.
Oh my god. What's your stage name?
Conan Gray. Redo.
Hi guys, this is
You don't
Silas.
want to.
No.
She's gonna have to cut it so much.
Yeah, that's their job. Hi guys, welcome back to the Monster Bash. That is me. I am Monster Bash, or just Sebastian, and this is Silas, a really great friend of mine, and happy Halloween. This is the Halloween episode. Yay, go Halloween. I am gonna do a fun episode today where I'm gonna be reading a creepypasta that I just think about sometimes like daily. I'm like, that was one of the best creepypastas I've ever read. Do you know any creepypastas?
Only if they're over a decade old at this point.
Okay, so you know, like...
What's that kid?
I know. Okay, now don't tell me. Jeff the Killer.
Yes.
Do you like horror stuff?
No.
Okay. Do you... I'm just gonna go and read the story. So, this is a story that... I don't know how I know this story, because I don't read creepypastas. I hate creepypastas, because I... I'm very scared of them. I like true horror kind of stories, because like, okay, that happened in real life, but it wouldn't happen to me. But I feel like with creepypastas, it's very like fantastical. It's very like out of worldly. Like, oh, this can maybe happen to me because the world is so unknown and mysterious.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
One of these events actually happened. And you're like, that can't happen to me. One of these is known to be fantastical, and you're like, wait, that
can maybe happen.
That's not... One is reality. One actually happened, so...
So, this story is called The Same Hitchhiker Was Waiting at Every Stop for at least 100 miles. What do you think is gonna happen? That's a stupid ass question.
I think...
It says it in the title.
Yeah, that's one of those news headlines where you don't need to read the article at that point.
Are you ready?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, great. Ever start dating someone where everything is going a little bit too well?
No. Unrelatable already.
So you start worrying for no reason whatsoever. No one could be that perfect. And even if they were, then there's no way that they could look twice at you. The only logical explanation is that they aren't as perfect as they pretend to be, which leaves you playing detective trying to figure out the catch. Maybe all those little quirks that you find adorable now are getting to drive you crazy. In a few months. I'm gonna reread that.
What was wrong?
I didn't like how you said that.
How what?
The sentence. Maybe all those little quirks that you find adorable now are going to drive you crazy in a few months.
Are you sure about that take?
Oh my god. Maybe she... I can read, I swear. I studied theater, for goddammit.
Well, I got it.
Well, I got it!
Where were we? Okay, we haven't even gone through paragraphs of this.
Okay.
This is supposed to be a short story. Maybe she even has a dark secret. Hard drugs, or hating dogs, or that one time she killed a man with a stiletto heel in a fit of passionate rage. There's an easy solution if you want to find out who someone really is. Take a long-ass road trip with them. If you're still together by the end, then it's meant to be. My girlfriend, I'll call her Emily, not her real name, somehow thought it was a good idea to drive 1,000 miles together across the country after we've only been dating for 2 months. We're both pretty busy with work and don't get to spend much time together, so naturally, being locked up in a prison cell on wheels for 2 days was going to be an improvement.
Mm-hmm.
First 100 miles. So good so far. Holding hands, singing with the radio together, uncontrollable laughter when she found out I knew all the words to Skater Boy. Sue me, it's a catchy song. It is a catchy song. That is a cringe thing to write.
I think everyone likes Skater Boy.
From Avril Lavigne, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 8 or boy. And if the road ended there and we had turned back, we might have lived a long, happy life together. And it will... No, I got it. I was on a roll. I was on a good roll. It was when we passed the hitchhiker that everything began to fall apart.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot where it was.
We have 100 more miles to get through.
Let's give him a ride, Emily said, squeezing my hand. We'll be on this road forever anyway. We don't even know where he's going, I told her. He's probably just going to rob us or steal our car. Which is true for everyone you don't know. As far as I'm concerned, his clean-pressed suit didn't reassure me either. That just meant he successfully robbed someone before me, which actually made him even more dangerous. The guy didn't even have a sign or anything. He was just sitting by the freeway ramp, spastically waving his thumb like he was guiding an airplane to land. Okay.
What?
It was my turn to drive, and I just sailed right past him. Emily and I started bickering after that. She thought I wasn't compassionate, and I thought she was reckless. It took about 10 minutes before she finally dropped it, although it wasn't because she was concerned.
I don't understand what could be hard about the next sentence.
It
But this isn't your first time reading sentences. Like...
took about 10 minutes before she finally dropped it, although it wasn't because she conceded.
Hey look, there's another one. Sitting on the side of the road, waving his thumb like it was the end of the world. It wasn't another one though. It was the same guy. I'm sure of it. Only this time he looked like he'd been out here for a few days. His suit was streaked with dirt and his hair was greasy. There was a desperate strain on his face, like a proud man trying to conceal his embarrassment. It wasn't just my imagination either. Emily recognized him too. How do you think he got here so fast? She wondered. I don't know, and I don't care, I said. This trip is supposed to be about us, so let's not get distracted. That was 3 paragraphs.
Keep going.
My car blew past him. I stayed the course. We started arguing again, and even when we agreed to drop it, the argument just slithered into new topics. She hated my music. I hated how judgmental she was. I was controlling. She was picking fights over nothing. It kept getting worse until we saw something that shut us both up real fast. The hitchhiker again.
Of course.
Another 20 miles down the road from where we last seen him, the bottom part of his shirt and jacket were ripped to shreds, and blood was soaking through a concealed stomach wound. He was stumbling along the road, weaving erratically, wandering straight onto the highway at times before pitching off to the side. Emily couldn't believe that I didn't stop. I couldn't believe she still wanted me to. I was starting to feel really uneasy by this point, and the stress of our arguing was only making it worse. She kept yelling about how he was hurt and needed help. She refused to even acknowledge how weird it was that he kept getting ahead of us. She almost caused an accident by grabbing my wheel when I refused to turn around.
Okay, she's crazy.
We drove for the next 50 miles in silence. I turned the radio back on, but she snapped it back off immediately. It wasn't until I pulled over for gas when we saw him again, face down on the road. This isn't done. Is this an image?
Yeah, this is an image. Because I
Okay.
wanted to... Okay, fine. I'll continue. You were actually... Let's give a round of applause to James. Face down on the side of the road. Shirt and jacket gone. Long, even. Bloody gashes from his shoulders to his ass. Almost like bear claws or something. I stopped the car and parked behind him. Emily jumped out and knelt beside the body. She looked up at me with uncomprehending rage burning behind her eyes. Like this was somehow my fault? He's dead, she said, standing up. Can I call this into the police, or is that too much of an inconvenience for you? She said. I fucking hate Emily. I nodded, almost numb. I filled up on gas while she was waiting with the body until the police arrived. They asked us for a few more questions, but neither Emily or I felt comfortable explaining that wasn't the first time we had seen him. They took in our information and let us get back on the road after about 15 minutes. The car was silent for a long time after that. It was starting to get dark, and I kept suggesting places to spend that night. But Emily was shrugging and stared at the window. At the rate we were going, we'd be breaking up by the end of the trip, and I wanted to be over as soon as possible. I just kept driving. Long after the sun went down. Emily fell asleep right after midnight, but I kept going. She was so beautiful like that, and everything was going so well before
But
this.
she wasn't talking.
That's
healthy.
She was so beautiful. When she had shut the fuck up.
When she stopped bitching.
Oh my god.
And this isn't realistic because every woman in America would not
Yeah, no.
be comfortable.
This is fake. A man wrote this. A woman would not feel comfortable having a... I wouldn't, and I'm not a woman, but I'm neither a man.
No, I think a lot of women are very aware of the potential dangers
Yeah,
that men pose, especially strangers on the side of the road.
because men are dangerous.
Yeah.
It was just so frustrating that such a random event that neither of us could predict would destroy us like this. By around 2 a.m., I was getting really tired, and I decided not to give up. Maybe if she just woke up and we were already there, then she'd see how hard I worked for her. Maybe then we'd have a chance to patch things up. I caressed her hand, and she returned to pressure. I flirted with the thought that everything was going to be okay. At least until she woke up and started screaming. There wasn't any safe shoulder to get off on the highway, so I had no choice but to keep going. She shut up quick enough, but it was still about 10 seconds of hysterical breathing before she could explain what was going on. Behind you, in the back seat. I glanced back, then back at the road, then back again. The hitchhiker was in the back seat. Naked, filthy, covered in black blood and old wounds. His elbows rested on the knees as he leaned towards us. Evidently still alive as he cocked his head to regard me curiously. Get off the road. Sorry. Get off the road! Emily started screaming again.
Mm-hmm.
I can't! Get him out! Did he go back? What's he doing here? I don't know. Open the door or something. I slowed down gradually and put my flashers on to warn the car behind me. The hitchhiker reached around behind Emily and grabbed her by the throat. I slammed my fist into his arm and felt something give way under the soft, rotten skin. When I lifted my hand, I could see the black bone from his forearm protruding straight from his skin. He didn't seem bothered in the least. She was crying as the dirty fingers dug into her throat, pushing through the skin like it was made out of dough. Oh my god. She was thrashing so hard that one of her flailing fists smashed straight through the window. Oh my god. I managed to safely stop the car, but there was nothing I could do to break the indomitable grip around her neck. I jumped out of the car and ran around the back seat with the hitchhiker. Maybe if I had a cleaner shot at him, I could drag him out. I flung open the door and lunged inside, falling face first into the empty seat. I thought he'd already escaped somehow and ripped open the passenger side door. Emily was gone too. If it wasn't for the blood and the broken window, I would have just thought that I'd completely gone insane. I spent the next hour searching the surrounding area with my flashlight. They were both gone, without a trace. I considered calling the police, but I realized that if I wasn't already a suspect after the first body was found, then I'd definitely be one now. Now that I was soaked in the blood and my girlfriend was the one who disappeared. All I could do was get back on the road, drive home, and never tell a single soul what happened. That was the plan. It wasn't good, but it's all I had. And I would have done it too, if I just hadn't passed Emily, standing by the side of the road. Clean, healthy, waving her thumb enthusiastically in the air. That was a few miles back. But I stopped to write this because I don't know what to do from here. I see her again. Do I pick her up? Or do I just keep driving and hope for the best?
Fine.
Fuck you. That was a good story! That was a good story!
Yeah.
Okay, what did you not like about the story?
I mean, all creepypastas kind of have that sort of fun.
Oh my god. The reason I really like this story is because it's a cycle. It's a cycle of stuff that's happening. The person who, like, you know, was the hitchhiker at the beginning. Now Emily is the hitchhiker. And so that just kind of leads to, like, how many hitchhikers have there been in, you know, history?
Okay.
Oh.
No, I agree. Like, that is the intrigue of the story, yes.
Yeah.
You think that could happen to you more than true crime?
Oh my god. Yeah, so what happens if one day I lose my mind and I decide to pick up a hitchhiker, which I would never do, and I end up being... So this action of kindness that I decided to do ended up condemning me forever.
Well, they didn't pick him up. So, honestly, what he should do is pick up Emily, see if that changes anything.
No, what happened is that they stopped to see what happened to the guy on the side of the road.
No, they scout for gas.
Did they?
Yeah,
Oh, you were reading, so I blanked out.
great. He just was dead there.
Oh. Maybe this story isn't as creepy as I thought. Let's read the entire story again.
Oh my god, it's gonna take an hour.
No. We drove for the next 50 miles in silence. I turned the radio on and she snapped it back immediately. It wasn't until I pulled off for gas when I saw him again, face down on the side of the road.
So do you think, like, when he gets home, like, he just never stops? He just never stops.
Uh-huh.
Like, once he stops, he's gonna see her body there, and then Emily's gonna try to, like, choke him out.
Yes, that would be an extrapolation. I think that's fair, yes.
Okay. Like, why did he choose Emily and not the guy? Is it because Emily, like, kneeled down and touched him?
It's
Like,
because she's a woman and she's
Oh.
an easier target.
what I like about stuff like this is that it's like a ritual. Like, you have to do something to activate the ritual. Okay, so it doesn't say that she touched him. Is it because she's the one who wanted to give him attention?
This isn't a real story. You
Oh.
don't have to find a way to survive this. You really don't.
Just don't stop for hitchhikers. If you see a dead body on the road, call 911 but don't interact with the body at all. But I feel like you could still die. I think they did nothing wrong.
Yes, but you wouldn't die because this is real life and this is a story.
Weird things happen every day. Anything can happen.
It's called true crime.
Give me an example of supernatural stuff that does happen every day.
The supernatural stuff that happens every day is that you walk up the stairs and you forgot why you walked up the stairs. Right?
Okay, so what did you enjoy about the story?
What I enjoy about the story, I have to say, I think, and I'm not a writer, so I'm obviously just being cruel. I think the writing level is
Mid?
8th grade going into 9th. It's almost high school. But, which is fine. It's honestly fine. It's probably the most approachable. I also do feel like the target audience is, as with most creepypastas, under the age of 20.
I hear you. Your emotions are valid. I think that I have the right to like this, and that's fine.
No, you
you
can't
didn't.
like it.
You didn't say I couldn't like it.
No.
I just felt a little bit triggered by what you said, and I already forgot what you said because I repressed it. So.
This is a real thing, though. Like, we can extrapolate this, right? Whenever someone doesn't like something, people who like it feel like it's an attack. Sometimes people just don't like the same things. And sometimes it is an attack.
I agree with you in the sense that I think the writing could have been better. That's why I was stuttering a lot. Because I was like...
And I did notice that. They are not using the...
They're not using proper grammar.
They're not using as many commas as they need in that. And
Yeah.
it was somewhat difficult.
There's too many commas where there shouldn't be. There's not enough commas where there should be. And so the flow of the speaking was very... Whoever wrote this, you have a great concept right there. It's great. I love it. Okay, this is actually how I thought how the story ended.
What do you mean? The story ended... You read
Yeah,
it.
but I had a different ending in my head. I thought it was they stop and Emily makes him stop and she gets out of the car at a gas station. He wasn't dead. He was just like still there, and he just like leaves her. He was like, well, if you want to be with the hitchhiker, like, you know, if you want to take care of him, she's like, I'm not going to interact with this. You go. And so he leaves. And then 20 miles later, he sees Emily with the hitchhiker walking, and she looks raggedy and dead. That's how I remember the story. That's a scarier ending, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
What would be really scary in that story is the misogyny of the protagonist just leaving a woman in the gas station. That was the real message. The real horror.
Misogyny is evil.
That was honestly, the real horror of this story is misogyny. The fact that the woman died.
Yeah. But is she dead? She just disappeared. She was being choked out and disappeared. Is that death?
Yeah, I think she's dead.
Alright, well, this was my Halloween episode. I hope you got spooky and scary. Ooh. Ah! I'm so sorry to all of my earphone listeners, which is everybody.
If you ever have children, don't let them do theater. Make them do a sport like a real child.
Well, thank you so much for watching. If you like creepypastas, thank you for watching. If you love spending time with your friends, thank you for watching. And happy Halloween. Bye.
Bye.